let's go ahead and do a reclining eagle. That will be nice for all of our shoulders. And it's also really nice abdominal exercise. So starting with a hip stretch, actually, let's bend both legs. Draw them in close and then cross the right leg over for a figure four. So the right ankle over the left knee, and then thread the needle. One arm goes through the gap behind our right knee, and we can go around the back of the left thigh or clasp the hands around the shin, whatever is your preference. And have a couple of breaths here for our hip stretch. Reclining is nice because we have this big space that's rooted to the floor, and then only a bit of mobility here in the legs. Right, outer hip in particular stretching. And one more cycle of breath. Shoulders are relaxed, everything nice and heavy. And then we'll release the hands and then cross the right thigh all the way across the left thigh. So we're stacking them on top of each other, and either there in our ladylike legs cross position, or possibly wrapping the right foot all the way around to wind around like a vine around that left leg. And then with the arms, we'll take the right arm underneath the left. So if I come into a ball, my right elbow and my right knee are going to contact each other, which is exactly what we'll do in a moment. So likewise on the top half, right arm is underneath the left elbow. The forearms come together, and either the backs of the hands can press together, or we can seek with the right hand to bring the palms together. And breathing here, we have only the fixed point of the spine and hips and ribs on the floor, and both arms and legs are free. And we'll reach in opposite diagonals now. Toes can come towards the floor or touch the floor. And arms reach up. Ooh, stretch between the shoulder blades. And then tiny bit of core here as well. We'll bring the elbows and knees towards each other. And if you like, the head and shoulders can come off the floor as well, if that feels good to you today. And then as we inhale, we expand like a flower, arms and legs reaching opposite directions, and then curl in together, arms, elbows, and knees. One more inhale to reach out, and one more exhale to contract, and then unwind. Arms and legs, we can check them out. Really free in the wrists and ankles. Let it be all loosey-goosey. Some pops and clicks coming out of the ankles and wrists. And then we'll take the other side. So, in this case, I will take my left. Oh, figure four first, right. My left ankle over my right knee, and reach through to thread the needle and clasp the hands behind the thigh or in front of the shin for our hip stretch first. So the breath also helps us here too. When we become aware of the inhale, connecting us even more with the floor, even more grounded, sort of rooting more of the back and spine onto the floor as the torso expands in all three dimensions with inhale. And then with the exhale, We elongate from that place deeper into the stretch. Almost imperceptibly sometimes, millimeter by millimeter, deeper into the stretch. Inhale, connecting to the floor. Exhale, drawing the thighs in towards us. One more breath cycle here. And then we'll release the hands, crossing the left thigh all the way over the top of the right, winding the feet, the left foot in particular, around the back of the right to the extent it wants to do that. And then left arm underneath right, entwining the arms. Drawing the shoulders back toward the floor and then the elbows up away from the floor. So there's another ray of energy reaching out there. And with our next inhale, we'll draw the legs and arms apart from each other, keeping the whole spine grounded. And exhale, elbows and knees draw together. Tiny little packet. And then expanding like a lightning bolt. You've got this zigzag going through the body. Long. And then tiny little ball. And then reaching out long. A little tremble is good. And exhale. And that was 3. We release. True confessions, that made me sore last week. 3 of those on each side. Something about the very top part of the abdominal muscles, apparently I haven't been working, and that does it. So once again, maybe you'll have that experience, maybe not, but I laughed. Doesn't seem like very much ab work, but I guess when it's very specific, that can actually be really effective for us.